folks, welcome to another edition of the Albert and Billy Show. And I'm going to see if our guest can roll up a little bit more.
I can't go any further.
You're good, but we might have to get him up for the microphone purposes only. That's for the radio mic. And of course, you're listening to us here on WUAT Radio. And you're watching us on Channel 18, BTC Fiber TV. Also on BTC Fiber YouTube channel. You can go there. We need you to go there, actually. Subscribe. We're getting closer to that magic 1,000 number of subscriptions. So we need that, folks. Do us a favor and get on there and subscribe and check it out. All the original shows, not just us, it's all the shows that are on there. You can watch every episode of all the original BTC Fiber shows on there. It's definitely worth checking out. So do that. If anything else, do it for Papa. He'll appreciate it. Got you there, didn't I?
Caught me off guard, I'll tell you that.
I know. I like doing that. Well, Papa, we want to wish a happy birthday today to Cindy DeBoard. Happy birthday, Cindy. Doing it at the daycare still. She's had a daycare for quite a while.
Anytime you want me to sing happy birthday, let me know.
Right. Yeah. On a commercial break, you can sing it to John all you want to. And he can tell me how it goes.
He doesn't like my singing.
Oh, well, I haven't heard it. Let's go.
I didn't say I didn't like it. Listen, John.
Sunday night at church, I sang a special.
Oh, yeah, no, I'll have to say he did. And he was caught off guard. Correct?
Yeah.
And Lola helped him, correct?
I had only heard that song one time in my life.
That would be extremely difficult to do then.
And my pastor's wife called me up there to the piano.
Oh, wow.
And said, we want you to sing this song.
Man, talk about being caught off guard. Well, I don't feel so bad now. What I did wasn't nearly as bad as that.
No.
And our guest today is John Boynton III.
You got good blood.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
I appreciate it.
Yeah, we've all been super close to your family. Actually, John, you have grew up. Like when I saw you the other day, I'm sure I've seen you, before that, and just not realized you grew up. I remember him as a little kid,
yeah.
And it's just like, bam, there he was as an adult running for office. It makes you think, dang, where'd the time go?
You know my deduction from what you just said?
What?
You're getting old.
I know, right? That's what that is.
You remember when he was a kid?
I do, and you haven't changed much, but you just grew. You just grew up. And he is running for his grandmother's. Well, we talked about this last week or the week before. Emma Boynton, his grandmother, is retiring this year, and she's going to be a guest on our show though as that date gets closer. She's going to come on around August, because September is when she would be her last day. So she's going to come in and be a guest right before her retirement. We're going to do something special for her.
Special.
Yeah. So, and she knows about it. She agreed to it reluctantly. She agreed to it. Everybody agrees reluctantly to TV, don't they?
Yeah.
It's always like, well, but we always try to make everybody feel comfortable and try to make them forget about the camera and all that good stuff. If you can do that, you're okay. Like, it's not even here anymore to me, as I have something in my eye driving me absolutely insane. It's been on since yesterday. But yeah, I forget about the camera, Papa. Do you?
Doesn't bother me a bit.
Doesn't faze me at all now. Really never did, but I do realize that not everybody is for that and wants to be on TV or anything like that. But I must not be one of them people, because it never really bothered me.
I never thought I would be on television.
I know, you
Never.
Yeah.
Never thought I'd be on radio.
I know. I don't know why you're an icon around here, Papa. I hear that. Trust me, I hear that all the time.
Really?
Yes. Yes.
An icon.
And yes. You are an icon. Trust and believe. I've heard it Too many times to count. Yes. So it worked out good for you. An icon deserves to have their own show, don't they, John? And we want to thank the fans again. We thanked you guys at the 200th episode. We did talk about that. We don't do it enough, but we are very grateful. I appreciate all the letters, emails, we both do, that come in from everywhere imaginable. There's even been some countries that I literally could not pronounce. Gail had to help me one day even pronounce the country. It was a country in Africa. But, and I showed you the letters from like Germany and the Netherlands.
The Netherlands?
Yeah, the Netherlands, for whatever reason, were really popular in the Netherlands. So, what's up, Holland?
Maybe they want you to come over there and visit.
I would gladly do that. Amsterdam, here I come. That's where I would go first thing. I would see it all, though. I would see all of that country. Holland's supposed to be really, really nice, Papa.
You can bring back some bulbs.
I will. I have been to a Dutch country, though. Aruba is Dutch.
Really?
But it's nowhere near that country, though. It's way off in the Caribbean, but it is owned by the
I
Dutch.
thought Aruba was an island.
It is an island, way, way, way down in the Caribbean. But probably one of the prettiest places. Well, I know it's one of the prettiest places I've ever seen in my life. It's, man alive, it's nice. Now the sand there is not yellow, it's like white powder. And the water's turquoise, the Caribbean look. It's the nicest one down there, I think.
Yeah, the iguanas walking around like
they're everywhere, aren't they? Everywhere. And the wind never stops blowing. I like that too.
You said Caribbean.
Yeah.
How do you pronounce it?
People pronounce it differently.
I'd say it both. It depends on how it comes out of my mouth.
Used to, though, they did say Caribbean. And then out of nowhere, they started saying the Caribbean. And so, of course, that confuses people.
I hear Caribbean, I believe, more than
a lot now, but it's like they changed it or something for whatever reason.
A lot of words get changed.
Yeah, they change too many things, period. Sometimes you just need to leave well enough alone.
Yeah, that one's...
I think that's just downright stupid. I'm not going to call him that. He should have said that when we first got here. That's the way I look at it. We got... Oh, man. Okay. No more announcements than what I thought, Papa. I'm not going to be able to do all of these since I'm the one doing the announcements today by my lonesome. John, notice that?
There's brother John out there.
Hey, guys.
That's the inmates from the jail.
That's who we were just talking about. All right, guys. There is a fair sponsorship auction, Chili Supper, and it's February 25th. So we'll start pushing this for them because it's for a good cause. Please bring an auction item, it says. It's going to be at the City Hall. Come support this volunteer association as they gear up for the 2022 season. Food will be served beginning at 5 p.m. and there will be an auction at 6. So that'll be good. We'll keep reminding you guys of that. The Bargain Basement is back open, guys, this Saturday, tomorrow, February 5th. You can go to the Methodist Church, 9 a.m. to 10 p.m. Whoa!
That's just an hour.
That's a whole lot more than 1 hour. Oh, till 1 o'clock p.m. I was like, dang. My bad. Sorry, folks. 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. They'll be there for 3 hours.
That sounds better.
A lot better. Sponsored by the United Methodist Women, and of course the proceeds are used for missions on that. Mother to Mother, we talked about them last year. We'd never heard of it, ever. No. They are coming to Pikeville, though, once again. And I'm trying to see the date because it's telling me everything but that. Well, I just love it when that happens. When are they coming? That's what I want to know. Okay, here we go. It's going to be a week from today, guys. It's next Friday.
11th.
It's the 11th. Next Friday. Or, yeah, it says next Friday. That is right. Because today's the 4th, right, Papa?
Right.
Then that would be correct. And it's going to be at the fairgrounds, of course, because That's a good place to have any event like that, actually, on Allen P. Deacons Road. Mother to Mother will be hosting a day of giving in Pikeville, but is not limited to only Bledsoe County residents. It's for any mother or expecting mother. Mother to Mother is a nonprofit organization that empowers social workers, nurses, and teachers to request and provide vital health, safety, and wellness items for children. Each family will receive free essential baby items. Those attending are asked to bring their own bag for the items they take home. This event is being held outdoors, weather permitting, but as the event nears, update will be made, of course, on that, because you can't never tell about the crazy weather, that's for sure.
I dare say a week from today it will not be 60 degrees.
Yeah, I'm going to go out on a limb and say there's a good chance that'll be held inside.
I'm sure it will.
But they might get lucky, though, and have a good weather day, and that would be great, too. That would be great.
Punxsutawney Phil saw his shadow.
Oh, he did.
So we got
What does that mean?
We got 6 more weeks of winter.
Oh, great. I hate wintertime.
It wouldn't matter where he saw his shadow or not. You'd have 6 more weeks of winter.
That's true. I don't know about all that. I think that's just a stupid tradition.
It's just hype.
Yeah. Man, well, I know we'll talk about it on sports, but Papa, I am very disappointed in the Lady Vols. They did not show up last night at all. They must be looking ahead to UConn's, all I can figure, because Florida's not that good.
Well, Florida's not bad.
No, but Tennessee should have beat them, and they played.
They're not ranked.
Terrible, yeah.
And we're number 7. We played like we were not ranked, and they were number 7.
Absolutely. And Horston can't have off nights.
Dye led the way with 10 points.
That's pathetic. The leading scorer with 10 points is
in the SEC.
Really bad. Don't forget, since we got John here, we'll talk a little bit of election news. Remember the deadline to pick up a petition for the election. You are running out of time if you want to run for office. You better do so by February 17th at 12 noon.
That's my birthday.
That's Papa's birthday. Happy birthday. I'll let you do that
one. They did that on purpose.
Because I am running out of breath. That's more announcements than I thought.
I knew we ought to have a breakfast in here somewhere.
I do too.
The rescue squad's going to have one in the morning from 7 to 11. You get to eat for 4 hours. As long as you keep paying. You remember I told about
That's pretty good.
The high school student that when I was the monitor at the hot lunch, one boy came to the breakfast that we gave for Carolyn to the benefit we raised.
Yeah.
We raised $20,000 for Carolyn.
In a relatively short amount of time, yeah.
This boy told me the next week at school, he said, Albert, I came and I ate breakfast and I went outside and came back in and ate again.
He come tell you that. That's pretty good.
But this breakfast will be sponsored by the rescue squad. Let me tell you, those people that belong to the rescue squad, they dance to a different drummer. They are dedicated to their calling. What they are doing, they are good at it. Whether it's parking cars for some kind of to-do or something.
It's all volunteer.
They're going to be there to do their job.
You're right.
And you don't ever know when they're going to be needed.
No.
Nor do they know.
They don't know either. So that's why we try to help these guys out, folks, because it's all volunteer. We always try to, emphasize that all these fire departments, they're all volunteers. So they have to charge for these breakfasts and dinners. You got to think about it. It's the only way they can make any money, folks. So when you go to these things and even buy a plate, you're doing something good.
Well, they're not backed by the federal government. They're not backed by the city government.
No.
The work that they do, our fire department,
is volunteer. They're all volunteer, all of them.
Well, I wonder what other states do. The people
I don't know.
People in Tennessee have to volunteer.
Because we're the volunteers. That's right. That's what we're known for, volunteering. That's a good thing. That's a real good thing. All right, Papa. We're going to mix up just a little bit different. It won't involve the time at all. But we're going to do trivia. Then we'll take a short commercial break, and we'll be back talking to Mr. John here, and since he's a sports fan, he'll get to hear some sports after his interview. And then we might let you go from the suffering before Albertology. That is all going to be coming up, though, but we will do trivia now. And John, you are my lifelong buddy. I hope you can help me out.
I hope I can too.
It's not easy, buddy.
All right. A walking corpse is called a
walking corpse.
A walking corpse.
Zombie?
A zombie.
Yeah.
I've never seen
Walking Dead, baby.
I've never
Love
seen
it.
one. Have you?
No, but don't.
A
But I do love Walking Dead. I do.
I remember you watched that program.
Yeah, it's still coming on. It is a good show. I recommend anybody give that show a chance.
Blank. This is a prison.
Mhm.
Blank Quentin.
San Quentin?
San Quentin.
Okay.
You're on a roll.
Well, that was a guess, but I knew it had to be that, or I wouldn't know if it wasn't that. That's for sure.
The prized statue that actors and actresses work for.
Oh, that's an Oscar.
Oscar.
They like that
I
Oscar.
don't know where that came from, dude.
No, I do not. I guess we'll just say Oscar the Grouch.
A forced wedding is called a blank wedding. You had to get married.
Oh, I could say something, but I'll be nice. But, Forge? Is that a shotgun wedding?
Shotgun.
It is? That's a total guess.
Shotgun wedding. That daddy is going to make that man, that boy.
No, I get where that come from now.
That's just my thinking. I don't really know.
That's a good guess. I think he might be on to something, John. Wow.
Well,
Wow.
many times when a forced wedding occurs, it's just a matter of giving the child a name.
Oh, really? Okay.
Rather than that child
They want
bear
that last
the name of its mother, that boy that
They want
caused
to carry
the
on
wedding
the
to be
name.
forced, he marries her just to give the child a name, and then they divorce.
Wow.
Just to give the child a name.
Well, that kind of still happens a little bit. Somebody will get pregnant and they get married because they feel like they have to.
You know,
Happens a lot, actually.
that happened with Joseph and Mary and Jesus.
Oh, wow.
Had you ever thought about that?
I've never thought about that. That's amazing.
Mary was found with child, and she was promised to Joseph, and Joseph was going to divorce her. And the angel spake to Joseph in a dream
Yeah?
and said, "You go ahead and marry that girl."
Wow, I didn't even know that part.
And Joseph then does what the angel said, and they were promised to each. They were betrothed, which means for a year you're engaged. But it was binding. You had to get a divorce to break the engagement.
Yeah.
And
Wow.
they are married. And for the rest of her pregnancy, Joseph touches her not.
Wow.
She is a virgin when she
That's
conceives, and when she bears Jesus, she's still a virgin.
That's amazing.
Amazing.
It
Let me
really
tell you, that
is.
Bible is full of amazing things.
You know it inside and out.
No, I don't.
I did not know that part. I
What?
did not know.
I know enough about the Bible to know where I am and where I should be. I'm not where I should be. I'm not on plan A for my life. I'm second time through the alphabet.
Oh, whatever. Whatever.
Not masculine. Feminine gender.
And I had to figure that, or it was in trouble again. I didn't know anything else to say.
If you overeat, you blank out 3 letters. You really
Pig out.
You pig out.
I just thought of that one.
You're being an Albert.
I was about to say, if you overeat, I'll be nice again. Dang it. I'm
Okay.
having to be really nice today, and you're giving me so many openings. ugh.
A priest's domain. Where does a priest serve? Priest is in the Catholic Church.
Yes, I didn't know that.
Okay, what do you call where they are? Here, Brother Jim has a pastorate. The Methodist minister has this is his field of work. Mm-hmm. But a priest is given a place that he serves. What's it called?
Does my lifeline have a guess?
Let me give you a clue.
This is a little tough.
Most states have counties. Louisiana does not have
parish.
Parish.
Okay. Louisiana has parishes, yeah.
I thought I would give you a good clue.
That was a much better clue. I've been to Louisiana. That's very true.
Last one. Jenny or Fanny. 3 letters.
May.
Jenny May or Fannie Mae? Those are loans.
I get the Fannie. Oh, are they? Okay.
That's loans.
I knew Fannie Mae was. I'd never heard of
student loans. I think that's what
yeah.
You go through those programs.
I think the most famous Jeannie, though, was like, Jeannie Craig for losing weight. So that's what kind of threw me out there.
Well, that's spelled a different. That's with J. This is with a G.
Oh. Well, man, I'm just learning all kinds of stuff today, John. I tell you.
Just listen to me, Billy.
He always tells me that, John. Always. Well, you did good on the trivia. I think we got them. Did we miss
it?
You
got them all.
Heck yeah. 100, folks. Can't beat that.
That's close to perfect.
Close to perfect. I think it is perfect.
But the meaning of the word perfect
is what?
Biblically speaking, when God says He wants you to be perfect, He knows you cannot be sinless.
Yeah.
But what He's saying, I want you to learn to be better than you were. I want you to mature. I want you to age. I want you to act your age.
Yeah.
And so...
See, they ought to keep it simple like that, like you're saying.
Well, I'm just saying we have the connotation that the word perfect means that you'll be that good deal.
Yeah, and that's not possible. You can't.
But even after people become Christians,
they're going to mess up.
They still sin. So it's not a matter of perfection. It's a matter of growing into maturity. Yeah. Being what you can become. I used to tell children at school, what you are is God's gift to you. What you will become will be your gift back to God.
Wow.
You got to grow from the child you were in to an adult.
It needs to be
already, 6'1"?
Yeah, about that, yeah. 6'1".
When you get grown, you'll be 6'5".
6'1", and I'm the shortest.
You got him on that one.
Yeah.
6'1" and what, buddy?
I was just going to say 6'1", and I'm probably the shortest Boynton in the family. Other than Carl Boynton, maybe.
Yeah. Carl's probably about that same height. But that is not short.
No.
So you know, that's not short. You just come from a tall family.
Yeah.
Well, let me tell you something about Johnny Boynton. When I was the monitor at the hot lunch one day, I saw Johnny start running. And I thought, whoa, something's going on. So I followed him, and he ran into the library.
You've heard this story, it's good.
So I'm behind him, and when I open the door, here's the principal, Mrs. Pickett, on top of a girl, lying in the floor, and Johnny's on top of the second girl, down in the floor, and they have been in a fight, and Mrs. Pickett was trying to break up the fight, and Johnny helps by getting one of the girls. Well, even with Mrs. Pickett on one and Mr. Boynton on one, they're hefty. They're able to hold him down. But those girls are reaching to do dirt to each other, even though they're captivated. And Mr. Boynton thinks I'm going to step on the arm of one of the girls. He said, "Don't do that, Mr. Roberts." No. I said, "Johnny, I'm not going to step on her." But that library, every chair and every table was turned over, and handfuls of hair were everywhere.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And those girls were best of friends.
Oh, wow.
Oh, my God.
They were best of friends.
that's why it was such a fight, I guess. One really hurt the other one, maybe. I don't know, but that's crazy.
They wanted to do dirt.
I know always in a chick fight at school, you can always count on clumps of hair being found everywhere where they fight.
But Johnny
A chick
Boynton,
fight.
though he had a stature, he carried himself well and still does to this day.
He's very much like you. Both very humble. You know, people like that.
Don't equate me with Johnny Boynton.
No, but just the humble. I've had heard people say that about you too. I just don't tell you because I don't want his head to get so big it won't fit through the door, folks. Can't tell him everything, but I have heard that a lot about you. Why am I being so nice today? What's wrong with me? He gave me several openings a while ago, man.
Yeah.
I really could have had some fun, but I didn't. I behaved. All right, we're going to go to a break, and we got an actual guest that likes sports. I'm excited. So he'll be with us for sports coming up next, and we'll be talking to him as well about the upcoming election. He's running for his grandmother's position, who is retiring, as we said earlier. So you'll find out all about that good stuff. That's all coming up right after the commercial break. Keep it right here, folks.
Stay tuned.
I'll take care of less today, Dylan. Oh, no, I lost my debit card.
Hey, use that new Mountain Valley Bank app we got. You know, Card Valet. You can freeze your card so nobody can use it till you find it.
That's a good idea, Dylan. Where was the last place I used my debit card?
I don't know. Hurry up. I can't stay this late for error. I feel like I'm doing the mannequin challenge. I'm gonna end up with lockjaw. Thank God.
The app freezes my debit card, Dylan, not you.
Oh.
Welcome to the Dunlap Mercantile, located in the heart of the beautiful Sequatchie Valley at 15664 Rankin Avenue in Dunlap, Tennessee. Stop in today for some Mayfield ice cream or a cup of community coffee, and if you're interested in renting this venue for your event, call 423-949-2552. Stay tuned to DunlapMercantile.com for concerts and events coming to the Dunlap Mercantile in 2021. God bless.
Wait a minute, I didn't get in there.
I am. Hello, radio listeners. Hello, TV viewers. You're watching us on Channel 18, BTC Fiber TV. Listen to us on WUAT Radio. You can also watch us on YouTube, the BTC Fiber YouTube page. And I meant to say thank you guys a while ago. I just got sidetracked, which does not take a whole lot for me. But thank you so much. We gave thanks a lot during the 200th episode about the ratings. But man, that was when we did have a few at over 30,000, which is really good. But this is unreal. I mean, it's at 111,000. We just checked. So thank you guys, for real. I don't know what else to say. We are very, very grateful. And I really don't know how else to word it. Very grateful. Thank you.
A little bit of awestruck.
A little bit, yes. Those are some mind-blowing numbers, yeah.
Whoa.
Mm-hmm.
These are the rarefied air that I'm breathing when I'm up there.
I know it.
111,000?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, and then the new one just from last week was at 20,000, I think. So, just thank you. You guys are awesome. We got some awesome fans, Papa. That's all I know to say. We got some awesome fans.
There you go.
And they're from everywhere, so we love you no matter where you're at.
We don't.
Just
We
put it
don't.
like that.
All of them don't live in Bledsoe County, do they?
No. They sure don't. They sure don't. But now we can do some sports, and also, we'll be talking to Mr. John here as well about his campaign that he is running for his grandma's position. Miss Emma is retiring, so we're going to talk about all that good stuff.
That is called the Register of Deeds.
Register of Deeds, thank you. I don't know why that would not come to my mind. Yes, Register of Deeds.
It's a good sounding title,
Mm-hmm.
and it's an important title.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody has to do it. John
Yes.
seems like he's capable.
Right. Ready and willing.
And he's ready and willing.
Yep, I am.
Well, heck, tell us a little bit. Well, we'll do. You know what? We'll do a little bit of sports, and then we'll
Sounds
ease
good.
into
Okay.
some questions for you. The sports might relax you even more. I think you're pretty relaxed, ain't you?
I am, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know today is the opening ceremonies of the Olympics, the Winter Olympics?
Yes, I did. I couldn't believe it though.
Beijing, China.
Yeah, I'm surprised we're still having it.
I am too.
I wouldn't go.
Some countries have boycotted it,
I don't blame them.
and some athletes have boycotted it.
Definitely.
I read today about some. Of course, this is the Winter Olympics.
Mm-hmm.
You're talking about Norway will probably be favored to get more titles, more.
Oh yeah,
more
it'd
medals
be
than
more
anyone.
European countries. Yeah.
But the mountain slopes are going to be important about the skiing activity
Mhm.
and all that. So I read today about 3 or 4 of the athletes that would be participating, and they're saying that it's hard to get to the venues where they're supposed to be.
Really?
Yeah. And
Well, what a surprise.
I'm sure that China is trying to downplay all the negative aspects of it.
They tend to do that.
Yeah.
They're
But
really good
Let
at
me
that.
tell you, 4 countries turned down the opportunity to be the host of the Olympics this year.
Wow.
So it's not just,
Why would they do that?
well,
That's
because of the
stupid.
expense.
Oh. Well, China has
Because-
the money.
Many times they know that the money they put out and the edifices they build are going to be just temporary,
Yeah.
but yet it costs to do all this.
Mhm.
And so some of the countries that were asked to do it
Mhm.
turned them down.
I didn't realize that. That's crazy.
But
It could
anyway,
be somewhere else, that's for sure. I'm surprised that it wasn't changed.
there's the biggie, the 800-pound gorilla in the room is what China stands for, and the things that they've allowed to go on, and that is
Yes.
still going on.
Still going
in their
on, I know.
country.
What they did is still causing problems worldwide.
Some repercussions.
It really is, yeah.
But anyway, it will be held.
Mm-hmm.
The opening ceremonies are sometime today. I don't know. See, I don't know what time it is in Beijing.
No, they're probably like a whole day ahead of us.
I think it will air here locally more around probably 7, 8 o'clock tonight.
I'd say so, because
even if
that
it's
would be
not live,
daytime for them.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it'd have to be that far around.
That's
the
how it
world.
was when they had them. They had them in Sydney, Australia in 2000, I think. It was the same way. You know, you had to watch it at night because they were already on tomorrow. It's crazy, you know. The Australian Open, same. What you know, it was on just a week ago. Same thing. We were watching them play at night, but it was the next day there.
Oh yeah.
It's crazy. Talk about some major jet lag.
That's the reason I don't want to get on a plane, Billy.
He's telling one, John. I can't get his fly for love or money. Can't. He won't do it.
It's not bad, but with
No,
all the
it's not.
restrictions right now, it might be.
Now I don't want
right
to travel
now.
right now because I don't
Yeah.
want to be told I have to do something.
Here's the way I view air flight. Well, of course, air travel.
Mhm.
I'm a Christian, and I know that is appointed unto man once to die. So I know it's my time to die sometime, but I don't know when it is. But I don't want to be on a plane when it's the pilot's time to die.
He's always.
Does that make
That's
sense?
always been the reason.
Yeah, that does.
There you go. All
That's
right.
pretty funny.
It is.
The Lady Vols last night.
Man, didn't they stink it up last night? God dang.
I would say that Kelly Jolly contemplated suicide or resigning last
Boy,
night.
I know that was the first time in a press conference where I saw it like she looked mad. I don't blame her.
She should have been.
You dang right.
There's no explanation.
No, they just didn't show up, period. I think they were looking ahead to UConn. I truly believe they just
were not
overlooked Florida.
From having played.
I think it was a case of not taking your opponent serious enough.
Yeah.
I really do.
They had 13 turnovers alone just in the first half.
That's
what they ended
pathetic.
up with,
God,
but it was,
that is so bad.
it's a lot. It's hard to win that way.
It is. That's a problem yearly. Seems
I would
like.
say probably there are times when a team gets so far behind they give up psychologically, though the opposing team is supposed to lose.
Yeah.
But they realize it's not our night. But,
it does make you wonder that it was a road game. Apparently there was a lid on the basket. They couldn't throw it in the ocean. The leading scorer had a terrible game. Did she even score, Horston?
No,
If she scored, it wasn't much.
But I'm saying now led the way with 10.
Yeah. So that tells you our Horston didn't have a good night. She wasn't even in double figures.
No.
She has to have good nights. Her and Key are going to have to step it up if they want to have success. Those two have to show up every night.
They did just have a key injury. I can't think of her name at the moment, but she
That
tore
has
ACL,
affected
so
them. It's
now they've lost
Green.
2 games since then.
They have lost 2 games since she went down. I didn't realize
Started
this,
18.
Papa.
She had an imposing presence.
She did, and she was their lead. I didn't know this. Kelly Jolly talked about it. She was the team's leader. They all went to her for everything. So it's apparently it's a bigger injury than we even realized. But she's still on. They're going to have her on the bench to talk to them and stuff. They need her that much. So maybe that'll help fix the problem. But she couldn't be on the bench some of these games. I mean, she had to have surgery. She has to get better. But she is going to come back and at least do that.
Okay. Last Saturday, the athletic director of Auburn University revealed that his coach was due a raise.
What sport?
Basketball.
I would say so. Bruce Pearl, yes.
Bruce Pearl. He did not reveal at that press conference the magnitude of the salary that he would be making.
I'm sure it's pretty significant.
Later on I read it was $5.4 million.
Oh, yeah.
Which made him the 3rd highest paid coach in the SEC. I would think that every coach wants to be number 1.
I'm sure a lot of them do. They do have egos.
They have egos.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say John Calipari licked his chops and said, "Hey, let me tell you something. I can remember when I made $5.4
True.
million."
Yeah, that is very true. Yeah, I didn't think about that one.
But he got the raise. He took them to the Final Four in 19.
For the first time ever.
Can you imagine what kind of a team he inherited when he got there?
It wasn't good. I said it when they hired him, that he will have them good again. It'll be like Charles Barkley playing for them all over again. He'll have them to that level.
I remember when Charles Barkley played. But he's already got them to number 1.
First time in history of that, too. And he done that at Tennessee. That is amazing. He took 2 programs to their first ever number 1 ranking. That's pretty impressive.
The athletic director said, "We've got him hooked for life." So,
ooh, wow.
Evidently there's another raise coming.
Must be.
Pearl is 61, I think.
Is he?
61.
He's about 61 going on 31.
He has several years left in his tank at 61.
Oh, yeah, he could coach another 15 years if he wanted to, probably.
Bruce said, "My family and I are going to be able to stay and be your ball coach for a long, long time."
Wow, them lucky fans. Auburn, congratulations, but I'm a little bit jealous.
Well, it sounds like
I am very jealous,
a fairy
actually.
tale for Bruce Pearl and his family, and for
It
Auburn.
does. Well, for Auburn too. He's taking them places they've never been.
Well, the fairy tale always ends with "and they lived happily ever after."
Yeah, hopefully
So
that
here
one will too.
You've got a situation where the school is living happily ever after, and Bruce Pearl is too.
Yeah, they've promised him something.
Well, okay, in tennis last week, the Australian Open.
Just talk
mainly
about
closed
that.
last Friday,
Yeah,
and Nadal got his 21st.
he's in first
Slam
place
title.
now, folks. He is all alone in first place. They've been tied for like 2 years now,
Well, there's been 3 of them.
Yeah, it's the big
Djokovic
3.
and Federer.
and neither one of them was there at this one. So this was Nadal's chance to to do it, and he done it. He delivered. And he had all kinds of pressure on him.
It was 5 hours and 5 hours. And
Yeah,
4
because
minutes.
in majors, guys have to play best of 5. That's brutal in itself. Can you imagine playing that in Australia?
That last set went 7-5.
Yes, he was down 2 sets to 0.
He was down 2 sets to 0.
But after that though, he raised his level several levels.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened, but he turned into a machine out there after that.
Last Saturday, Tennessee and the SEC and the Big 12 locked horns.
Oh yeah, they locked horns all
We had
right.
10 teams out of the 14 teams in the SEC to take on an opponent in the Big 12. Tennessee's opponent.
Texas, his old team. That's his old team.
He went back to Texas,
And they got beat.
and he forgot his 6-shooter.
I think he did. It was a very embarrassing game in a sense. I thought their offense was nowhere to be found for a long time.
It's a nice comeback at the end, but
Yeah, they just
too
got
late.
so far behind. Yeah.
Well, I cannot explain to you. I cannot explain to them the importance of scoring 75 to 80 points a game.
Yeah.
You cannot win in the SEC scoring 50 points
No, you can't.
unless you can hold your opponent to 49.
Yeah, you better have one heck of a defense if you can do that. You'd have to have a very, very strong defense. And we ain't got it. Tennessee don't have that.
while you're still on Tennessee basketball, if you haven't seen the story about point guard Zakai Ziegler, go to my Facebook, just search my name, John Boynton III, if we're not friends. I shared it a couple of days ago.
Really?
And it's just his story from coming from Brooklyn to here is phenomenal. And
But
what
the way
he- what
he's
he went
playing
through.
right now,
And he's
he's
playing
phenomenal
great. Yeah,
too.
he is. He's 5'9" and freshman.
Yeah, he was a big pickup.
Yeah.
And
It's out of
Vescovy
nowhere.
got 1 out of 8 shots. 1 out of 8.
he is way too streaky.
Yeah.
He is. We need a more consistent shooter on the team.
Well,
Because that seems to be missing this year. It really does. We're very inconsistent. Because they've turned around and won since then. They beat who? They beat like 2 people since then, haven't they? I
What
think.
was it this week?
the Tuesday night
Okay.
they won
Texas
90
A&M.
to 80 over.
Yeah, Texas A&M. Good
Texas
win.
A&M.
Mm-hmm.
90 to 80. Now 90, if you score 90, you should win
They
every
found
game.
their offense in that one. But it comes and goes. How many did you have in that game, Papa?
Well, Chandler led with 16.
Mm-hmm. He's pretty steady usually. But Vescovy can really light it up when he's on. But you just don't know if he's going to be on or not. That's the problem with that. But he clearly has the ability to do it. He can take over a ball game if he wants to. It just don't happen enough.
On Monday, our ladies beat Arkansas.
Yeah, they did. And in overtime,
Had to go overtime.
they've played 3 games since that
86
injury.
Isn't it something the ladies team can score 86 points?
But then they like they did last night. That injury has definitely taken a bigger toll on them than what we all realized. Apparently, I don't understand it, but it has.
Yeah.
And it happened at a bad time. We got UConn coming up,
Yeah.
but they're not the UConn of old by no stretch of the imagination. They've lost 5 or 6 games, but still, it's UConn. And it's at UConn. Oh, it's
Yeah.
going to be
Gino
tough.
can get it handed to him, hopefully.
That would be nice. That would be nice. I really don't like him at all.
I would think some Tennessee fans are praying.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, I'd love to see them go in Connecticut and beat them. And they've done it probably more than any other team has. when Pat Summitt was the coach, she would beat them up in Connecticut pretty regularly. They could win in Knoxville too. It was more even, you know. We got to play catch up now. That's what we've been doing ever since Pat Summitt retired.
Okay, in football, the biggest news I've heard in football in a long time. A man by the name of Tom Brady.
Man, he's retiring finally. Woohoo! Yeah, peace out, Tom. Nice knowing you. I'm glad he's gone.
44 years old.
Yeah, I mean, he's an incredible athlete, and I'll give him that.
He contemplated staying.
Yeah, I was surprised. I thought he would. I mean, but he's got all the money in the world. I mean,
well,
he can retire young.
It's not a matter of money.
No, it can't be.
Reckon he wanted another ring?
I guess. Yeah, probably so.
He's the only man that has ever won 7 Super Bowls.
Yeah, I don't think that record is in danger anytime soon of being tied. Definitely not broken. I think he'll be okay.
The records he's set, he's got 5 Most Valuable Player awards. He played 22 years, 20 of them with the team up there in New England.
Yeah, I can't stand them because of him. Because he made them too good, and I got tired of them. I'm a Steelers fan, too.
He has 84,520 yards in his career.
That's a lot. But I wouldn't have been surprised.
You would remember George Blanda.
I do not know who that is.
George Blanda was a quarterback in his day. George Blanda played till he was 48.
Oh, okay.
But not as a quarterback. They put him in another position where he could keep on playing. He didn't want to quit.
Yeah, I mean, I guess some of it's the love of the game. It's the love of the game. Because it can't be about money anymore.
He only lost 73 games in 22 years.
That is impressive.
That's impressive.
That is. That's why I do not like him more than New England Patriots.
He won 243 games.
God, that is a very good record.
And this year, in his 22nd year and being 44, he led the league in yards, and he led the league in touchdowns.
Yeah, and he won it and wins the championship last year in his first year with a new team after all those years.
First year.
I had to give him props.
And got him to the playoffs this year.
Now they're back to 4
They
wins
barely lost. Yeah, they're going to. Oh, I bet they're hating life right now.
Super Bowl 56, LVI.
Yeah.
Isn't it wonderful they keep up with Roman numerals?
I don't think so, but you do. Yeah.
LVI. It's set as of last week. Cincinnati Bengals will.
They've never won it, so I'm going to root for them. The Rams have won it before.
Well, they're going to take on the LA Rams. But
It's
that
been a
will be
while, but
February
they
the 13th. That'll be a week from this Sunday.
That is crazy.
It's here.
I guess go Bengals. I really don't care, but I try to root for the underdog, and they've never won it. I don't even know if they've ever even made it.
Okay.
They have no tradition. Let's put it that way.
Let me close sports with this.
Okay.
There has been, for the last few years, a lot of pressure on teams in sports that have Indian names as their mascots.
I wouldn't cave. They're silly for doing it.
Well, Washington Redskins, and now will be the Washington Commanders.
That's a stupid name.
Yeah.
You go, Washington. Your name is stupid, and I will not be watching you.
But if you were an Indian,
but now Indians, I get it.
You didn't know it would be called a Redskin.
Right. But they should have done it a long time ago. Is my thinking. Like,
well,
it's weird. It's really weird.
Cleveland, instead of the Cleveland Indians.
No, they're doing it too now.
Yeah.
What's wrong with being called the Indians? Though that's not an insult at all.
They are now the Cleveland Guardians.
That's an even stupider name.
Guardians and Commanders. They've got to do something besides the Indian name.
Yeah, but they should try.
Be
to find
that as
names.
it may, some of your major sports and the Atlanta Braves they have chosen not to drop their signature name.
Mm-hmm.
But Chief Nakahoma is no more.
Yeah.
They did cave in that respect. But on the high school level, in college level and pro level, there's still 1,000 schools that have an Indian name entitled somewhere
Yeah.
in their program.
Well, they're not all going to go along with it. They're not, and they have that right.
When you ask,
Because they don't mean it as an insult is going to be their argument.
Carolyn always said the Gypsies had a hard time. The American Indian had a hard time. The Negroes have had a hard time. The Jews have had a hard time. It's innate within the human nature to pick a sect of people, a tribe of people, a people group that you don't like.
For whatever reason, it seems that way. Yeah.
And the
I don't like
Jews
that.
have lost more people than any other people group
Yeah.
because of Hitler.
Because of Adolf Hitler. Yeah, he played a big role in that one. Well, let's
That's all in
talk.
sports.
Oh, that was a.
but we've got one more thing, sports. Bledsoe.
Heck yeah, this is great. We're not used to this.
Warriors hosted Van Buren County tonight, so get to the gym
They
and
do.
back out the gym.
And if you don't make it for whatever reason, you can listen to it here on the radio.
Ah, there you go.
You can. I don't know if I can advertise the way I should here since it's on the radio, but those of you know that you know. But
Yeah, he's sponsoring basketball, and well, he's a sponsor for the Albert Billy Show now too. But you know this. But we're gonna. Well, heck, anything else you want to add sports? First?
that's it. And Sequatchie County Tuesday, so be there Tuesday. And back to the
Ooh,
gym.
that's a big one. That's a big
Sequatchie
one.
County, is that a suburb of Pikeville?
yeah, that's what it is. Just kidding, Dunlap.
Forgive me, La La.
Yeah, we got
And
too many
Ruby.
fans down there. We love you, Dunlap. We do. We do. All in fun. So, John, what has got you interested in politics at such a young age, which I like, but what's got you interested in that at such a young age?
For the politics side, it's just really being involved, helping the community out any way that I can. Now, for the job that I'm running for, I've sort of built my career into possibly doing that. I've thought about it for a really, really long time. You know, I'm a realtor now. And register of deeds, that's in the real estate field. So,
Right.
and I've actually done a similar job. I was with Wyndham Destination and Vacation Rentals and
Really?
vacation home ownership, and did a similar job there. But then
Really? That's pretty cool.
COVID lockdowns changed that, so I went back to just real estate full time. But I really enjoy it. I love it. And,
Oh, you do? Well, that
really
probably
is.
added to it then.
that, yeah,
Sure.
yeah. So, and if I can, somehow, follow up my grandmother. She's been in the office for
Those are
24
big
years.
shoes to
That's-
fill.
It is.
How old will you be in 24 years?
In 24 years, I'll be 56.
So you'll still have some
I'll
years
have some more years
available.
to go. So there's
Yeah,
been 3
you're young.
registers in the last 96 years.
That's incredible.
Oh, you're
So-
thinking about that.
So to make it like 130, that would be
Yeah, I mean,
4 and 130. That would be incredible.
the
but-
the benchmark has been set.
It has. So, but I would appreciate any support and any votes to. I think I can do a good job, and I think I'm qualified for the position. So, and then being in the office across the street, it helped me out being involved in the community in any way possible.
Yeah.
We had I'm on the committee for the Fall Festival, and we had that kickoff dinner this week, talking about how big we can make the Fall Festival this year. So we're going to work on that.
I like that, Papa.
It's
we always manage to be a part of that somehow.
If you have any ideas, we greatly appreciate those.
Oh, I can tell you one idea that'll come your way. It's put Billy in the tank, where they dump the dump booth.
How about that? I'm gonna,
I can promise you that. I froze too bad. But it was all in good fun.
Nice.
Man, that water was cold. But I like you working on that.
Yeah, and then I guess more on the politics side, I'm also a member of Young Republicans of Bledsoe County, and then
That's good.
And now going to be on the financial committee for Tennessee Young Republicans.
That's good.
This year. So
Already?
we're looking forward to that as well. So
I didn't know that.
So where would you function in that capacity?
for We have several things I think we go to in Nashville.
In Nashville,
Yeah,
that's probably the central location where you're at.
for the state, but for Bledsoe
Yeah.
County Young Republicans, we meet after the Republican Party meeting. We're trying to have that every month at least.
Oh, I didn't know that.
The next Saturday we have the election kickoff. It's actually at the courthouse, I believe.
Really?
Next Saturday at 4:00. So.
Is that the first day of early voting or something, or is it just the
No,
election kickoff? No,
just,
it's not.
just a kickoff
Okay.
and a way for, I guess, more people to get to know everyone running for local office, and everybody will get to speak, I believe. And,
Well, that's
should be
great.
fun.
I didn't know about
I
that.
think
That's great.
Yeah. So
That is when again?
that's next Saturday at 4:00. I think it's open to everybody. Pretty sure.
Well, it should be. Yeah, that'd be
That'd be
crazy.
the 12th.
It's
So
shared
the
that
12th
information
at
on
4:00.
Facebook.
I'm glad you said that.
Yeah.
Because I was not aware of that, but of course we want people to go to that event. You get to hear all the candidates. I'm assuming too. So.
Yeah, on the Republican side, at least,
Right,
which is
right,
where
yeah.
most of them, I believe, are.
Yeah, there's one Democrat running. Gee, I wonder why.
So.
You know, I can tell you why. But I'll be nice. I'm all for them finding. I don't care if they find a new party. I don't care as long as it's for the people. That's where I'm at with politics. I am so tired of corrupt politicians being bought off by other countries, by big corporations. I'm over all that. I want people in there that are for the American people. That's at the end of the day, that's all that matters. And we don't have enough of that.
People should always vote for the person, not the party.
That's right, but some
If
people
you-
will not do that.
Especially locally.
Especially locally. You're absolutely right.
Well, on the local level, you can vote for someone you know.
Yeah.
Yep.
Whereas on
If they're not in the same
national
party, who
level,
cares?
You can't know everybody that's running.
Now in the
Which
primary,
is a
you do
problem.
have to, check on the Republican ticket or Democratic
In the
ticket.
primary, you do.
Primary.
Yes, but that's it. The general election, you just vote for who you're for. And yeah, he's right. In local politics, it shouldn't matter what's beside their name. If they're your friend, you vote for them. I've never just voted straight party like that. It's silly in local politics. But yeah, he's right. This year they don't have much of a choice. It's going to be a lot of
it's about the only
Republicans,
choice, yeah, so.
besides Matt.
I'm just laying the groundwork. My name is Albert Roberts. If I ever run, vote for me.
So what's been Emma's input on it?
She's helped me out a ton.
there you go.
I'm greatly, very grateful for it.
Yeah.
She's shown me the ways to go. And one fun thing is talking to people around. A lot of people tell me, and you were during the commercial earlier, just telling me stories about people from Bledsoe. But
Oh, he can do that.
meeting or talking with other people, they'll tell me stories about my grandparents.
Which you
from
didn't
back in
know,
the
I'm
day,
sure.
And even my great grandparents, Carl and Thelma Boynton. And,
I remember them quite well.
I really appreciate those
Wow.
kind of stories. So if I hadn't seen you yet, and you see me,
You wouldn't know
just tell me all the stories
too.
you have. So I
Yeah,
love it.
I do too. Yeah,
Well,
you get to meet a lot of good people.
one thing that will help you, you have a good image you're projecting.
Mm-hmm.
Just where you
Appreciate
are,
Mm-hmm.
just look at you. Most of the women vote for you.
Well, I would appreciate it.
That's what it takes, right?
Well, I'm not kidding.
Yeah.
The first image you project, the first impression you give will be important.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
And
A lot of
people
times that
remember
is.
something you say, they'll remember something about you. So you've got a lot going for you.
Especially if you don't have a lot of interaction with that person.
Right.
Definitely. Yeah. So have you had to make any big speeches yet?
Just one really outside of this, I guess.
Mhm.
But we had the Republican Christmas party a couple months ago, well, about a month and a half ago, I guess. But
At the senior center?
yeah,
Yeah.
and I was very, very nervous then, so I had
I'm
no
sure.
idea what I said. But,
That's great.
hopefully, it's a little
That's
better
great.
in the future. But
Well,
I got
it
up there
was
and
good.
completely blanked. I just
That's the best way to be.
yeah. And
Just wing it. Just wing it. If
But-
you're too prepared, you're going to sound robotic and boring,
Yeah.
I think.
But I don't think I made anybody mad.
No.
Everybody said I did it just fine. So
Yeah, I didn't hear anything bad, that's for sure. So that's a good thing.
My advice to you as we wind up is that you put your shoulder to the plow and you dig
Yeah.
because you want to win.
right.
And the reason you're here today is to let people know you're running and you
Yeah.
want their support.
Right.
So that's what we're making available to all the candidates
Yeah.
to come here and let people know that they're running and they want them to help them out.
Right.
So I think you've done your job.
I appreciate it. I appreciate y'all having me.
Yeah, you
That's-
have. It's been an open invitation now for about a month. Anybody running can be on here. I get asked all the time, but yes, I mean we have been talking about it. So I was told to talk about it a little bit more. So here we are. Anybody running can be on the show. Absolutely, you can make an appearance on here. I've said many times, I would if I was running for something, because the name of the game is exposure.
Right.
I mean, it really is. You got to get yourself out there, and people have to know who you are. What do you think? Do you agree with that one?
I agree. I do agree.
Are you doing any of the door-to-door yet?
Yeah, that's
critical.
It is, and
It's hard work, but it's critical.
I won't go into detail because I do have opponents, but that's
I'm sure. Yeah. But it is. It's that part's hard.
It is.
It's hard. We'll thank our sponsors real quick, because apparently I forgot, John, but I did not mean to.
No, you're good.
So, and Papa, you're going to ask me a question next, and you got time to think of one. Because I'm going to be thanking Citizens Tri-County Bank, Bilbrey Insurance over on Spring Street. Go see Frank, Susan, and Sadie. Sadie can help you out with anything. She makes me feel better. Scotty's right here in downtown Pikeville. Go get you a Scotty burger, as Papa says. The offices of Emma Boynton, Lisa Wheeler, and Michael Walker. Thank you guys, longtime sponsors. Farm Bureau Insurance, also a longtime sponsor. Go see Matt Massengill and his friendly staff in South Pikeville, right by Pavel Funeral Home, or Putnam Reed Funeral Home. Go down there and see them for all your insurance needs. You can go Pikeville Family Dentistry. As Papa says, they are catty corner to us here in our studio, right in downtown Pikeville. The Loom on Cumberland Avenue, our next door neighbor. Necro Antiques is closed right now until April. They're in their off season. The Getting Place. Go get you something good at the Getting Place. Morgan Brothers, look, I'm representing. I didn't even think about this. I got one of their shirts on today.
Go get me one of those.
Yeah, for real, I like them. So Morgan Brothers, and of course the venue and the Bank Walker Brewery, and Gibbs Pools, State Farm Insurance. Go see Nick Smith and his friendly staff. They're on the bypass by the dollar store. Mill Down Outdoor Adventures. We are going to film an episode there in the spring. I wanted to film there this summer, but it was just a little bit too late. We're going to film there next season. Country Gospel Bluegrass Showcase Sunday. It's Lola's, and she's back. I've seen her. She's back. She's got her second win, so she's back open, folks. Also, Collier and Company Realty. Y'all probably remember Michelle Collier made an appearance on here about a month ago, wasn't it?
Probably.
And another realtor. We're getting some realtors in here, John. Cindy Nipper, and she's a realtor with Remax. Cindy Nipper, so give her a call. And she's going to be on the show sometime soon. We're trying to work that out. And also, our guest today is our newest sponsor. We'll call it the John Boynton III campaign for registered deeds.
There we go.
Wow, see what you do when you just wing it. It just comes out natural. I do so much better like that.
And
So much better.
More realtors might have to make it a code, like split it between.
Yeah, I know. They
John Boynton, Realty Executive Associates. And
no
John
kidding, man. That's true.
Register of Deeds, man.
I think yeah, there's so many. I I think we got them all.
But if I do, if
Yeah.
I win office, I would be retiring my license, so I wouldn't be a little conflict of interest. So
Ooh,
wouldn't be able to sponsor you that way anymore.
That's
I would
true,
be as
yes.
the office of John Boynton III. So.
You could that way.
Yeah.
There we
That
go.
way. And then you
Yeah.
can bring me some brownies.
I know. Yeah. He brings all of them. Yeah, if you sponsor our show, you can get good homemade brownies, folks. I don't even like brownies, but I like Papa's. He won't tell me the secret. He won't tell nobody, but they're good. They're good. I don't like brownies, but I will eat his. And I'll warm them up usually about 10 seconds.
Ideally about 15 seconds.
Okay. It melts the chocolate in it, and it, man.
Of course,
Especially with a bowl of ice cream.
They're better with a dollop of vanilla ice cream.
A
A dollop.
A dollop. And that is,
That's Albertology.
well, I reckon, a dollop? What in the world is a dollop?
Look that up, folks.
Dollop.
That's a word.
Okay. I'm going to be interested to know what that means, and I'm not going to let it go. So I'm going to know what that means. Next week, I'm going to tell y'all what dollop means. Do you have any idea? Because I
No.
sure don't.
I did just have a few Scotty burgers before this, but now I'm craving some brownies. Thanks.
Yeah, I know. Were you eating up Scotty's today?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, wait.
I thought so. He sent me a text from up there. They get brownies a lot, don't they?
Yes, they do.
Yeah. I will say they brag on them a lot too.
I took some to the dentist last week. They pulled a tooth for me.
Mm-hmm.
The next day, I took them a batch of brownies.
What did they say? I bet they were very grateful for that.
And I took some up to the doctor's office. I had a doctor's appointment this week. Took some up there.
I bet they wish everybody was like that. Everybody that waited on make some brownies. I mean,
If I take a notion to run for public office.
there you go. Yeah, you smart.
We've enjoyed
Good
having you,
thinking.
John.
I appreciate
We
it having me.
have. You've done good. Is there any last thing you'd like to say before we'll have you go? Or
We've got to
Just-
have some jokes in here.
yeah,
Oh,
you
yeah.
know, do you want to stick around for the jokes? It's just 10 minutes.
Oh yeah, sure.
Okay, we'll just do it. I think it might be easier that way, folks.
Well, we've got all of Albertology. We've not got none of it.
Well, you can do any of that you want to.
Well, I'm just saying.
We've got a good 10 minutes, like a good 10 minutes. It can
All
be
right.
made 15 if you want me to.
Let me say something here.
Say whatever you want. It's Albertology.
I said this for 7 years as the monitor at the hot lunch. I would go from table to table 4 times a day.
Wow.
Maybe 10 or 12 students at each table. And I would say to them, 30 years from now, it won't matter what dress you have on. 30 years from now, it won't matter what pants you have on, what shoes you have on,
Yeah.
what hairstyle you're using. What will matter with the education you're getting and what you do with it.
Well, that is really good advice.
I would say that to them, and they'd let me say it.
Yeah, I mean, and hopefully they take it to heart.
I
It's
had a
hard to at that
I
age.
had a
but-
captive audience. That was before they all got a phone.
Oh, I know. Yeah. There needs to be a time and place for them things.
These
I'm telling
next
you.
2 sayings are compliments of Carolyn Knight at the
Our
library.
librarian. Hmm.
This was in the Bledsoe this week, and I ran into her at the doctor's office
Did
and
you?
told her
Uh
that I got these 2 lines from her.
huh. That's cool.
Number 1, in the end, we all become stories.
Ooh,
You reckon there will be a story told about Albert Rogers?
probably so. That'll be a doozy.
Number 2, no one is really gone who is remembered.
That is very true.
Whoa.
Keep their memory alive.
That's deep.
That's real
that's
deep.
deep
That's
stuff.
heavy. Glad you're in with jokes after that one. That is heavy. No, I didn't mean you to tell a joke now, but I'm just saying some heavy stuff there, Papa. But it's beautiful. I didn't say you had to stop now.
Carolyn Knight has an article she puts in the Bledsoean on a regular,
Really?
well, not really regular, but every once in a while I
didn't know
catch
that.
her
I really didn't
And
know that, but I'll start looking for that now.
she's a smart woman.
Well, I didn't know that. I didn't
She
know
has
that.
helped me several times in doing research for the show. Certain things I wanted to find out, and she has helped me.
That's good. Well, I've been told a few times she's a
She
fan
gives
of the
me
show.
her time. She gives me her time.
Well,
Okay.
good.
A man wrote a letter
Okay, now we're on the lot stuff.
to a hotel he planned to stay at while he was on vacation. I would like to bring my dog with me, he says in the letter. He is well behaved and well groomed. Would you be willing to permit me to keep him in my room? He's writing ahead of time
Yeah,
to get permission from the hotel. The hotel owner replied to his letter.
really.
This is what he said. I've been operating hotels for 30 years. I've never had a dog steal bedclothes. I've never had a dog steal towels. Paula has. I've never had a dog steal silverware or pictures off the wall.
No.
I've never had to kick a dog out in the middle of the night for being drunk or disorderly. And I've never had a dog skip out on a hotel bill. So yes, your dog is welcome to stay at my hotel. And if your dog will vouch for you, you can stay too.
I had a feeling that was going to be the closer there. That's good. That's good.
All right.
Yeah, people are so much more the problem.
The husband and wife, owners of a family restaurant, report that one of the most popular questions customers ask them is, "What's good tonight to eat?"
Yeah.
Juanita and I went to eat Sunday at Fall Creek Falls,
Oh, yeah, you told me a little about that.
and it was delicious food. And
Really?
the waitress was Carmen that used to work at Los Panchos.
Yes, she wanted to wait on me.
She wanted us to sit at her table. But anyway, Juanita asked her if she could switch from the item that was on the menu from chicken, could she have a hamburger steak? She said, well, yes. So people want to know, they'll ask that waitress.
Yeah,
Casey's working out at Crossville at Cracker Barrel.
I heard, yes.
Okay, so
she made good tips out
this
there.
is what she made over $100 the night we were there.
I'm sure, yeah.
But that's what people ask the waitress. What's good tonight?
Yeah.
So they're asking the owners. So the owner says it's awkward because they would never serve anything that wasn't good.
Right.
So the wife, one Saturday night, she got this dreadful question, what's good tonight? And he said, anything over $17.50.
Ooh, that's smart. Dang, what an answer.
Listen to this.
All right.
New advances in fertility had resulted in a 66-year-old woman giving birth. When she was discharged from the hospital, a friend went to visit her, 66 years old and mother. May I see the
I mean, men can do it, can have kids forever, it seems like, but now it's very rare for a woman.
Abraham was 100 years old when Isaac is born.
So,
Sarah is 90.
yeah, I know, that's amazing.
So the friend says, may I see the new baby? Well, not yet. I'll make coffee and we can chat for a while first. So the friend that's visiting the new mother waited 30 minutes and finally she says, may I see the baby now? The mom said, no, not yet. After another few minutes elapsed, the friend said, may I see the baby now? She'd come to see the baby.
Yeah, so she's tired of waiting.
The mom says, no, not yet. The woman that visited is impatient. She said, well, when can I see the baby?
Yeah, for real.
And the mom started crying and said, I forgot where I put him. Oh, mercy. 66 years old.
Oh my God. That's good. One more, Papa.
One more.
It's gonna be hard to top that one, but yeah.
Bill is, he's going to have his second anniversary, and he wants to make it special.
Right.
Carolyn and I were married 60 years and 7 months and 10 days and 4
That always amazes me that you know that.
I had to buy a lot of anniversary cakes. Bill's just on his second one.
Right.
And he did not want to get his wife Susie upset, so he wants it to be a special gift.
Yeah.
So he asked all of his friends and his co-workers their input on what he should give his wife Susie on their second anniversary. And anybody he ran into that day, he said, "What do you think I ought to get Susie?" He finally just settled on a big, large bouquet of flowers.
Well, you'd think you can't go wrong there.
So he didn't trust himself to pick out the flowers. He just called a florist. He said, "I want a big, fine bouquet of flowers, and I want you to deliver it first thing in the morning to my house, and I want you to put this note on it. Happy anniversary, year number 2.
Year
number 2.
Yeah, I feel
Second anniversary. So the morning of the anniversary, Bill wanted to be sure that Susie went to the door when the doorbell rang.
Yeah, makes sense on that.
So she does. He's waiting in the kitchen because he's going to get some good sugar on their second anniversary when she sees this bouquet of roses. So the doorbell chimes. She goes to the door and he hears this. "What the heck is all this about?"
I knew it.
She yelled angrily as she walked toward the kitchen, and she's holding the card in her hand, and she said, "Happy anniversary, you're number 2.
I knew that's what I was going to say. I knew it.
That would not fit too well with Susie. That's Susie's heart.
Poor guy. He didn't even do nothing wrong.
Let me tell you, I've been there and done that. Not that I gave Carolyn. Carolyn never wanted flowers. She never wanted candy. You know what she wanted?
She was very easy on that. You just had to take her out to eat.
Take her out to eat. Every anniversary,
my kind of woman.
every birthday, but I would got her something for Christmas.
Oh yeah.
But she just wanted, and that way I got to eat too.
I know, so it benefited both of you. Maybe that's why I like to go out and eat so much. I must get it from you guys.
We were together, we courted for 20 months before we were married. So we were together 62 years. She died in 2013. We got married in 53. Got married in 53. So we were together that long.
I know.
60 years.
That's amazing. It's a beautiful love story. I've said before.
You know, one of the inmates asked me. I wrote a book about Carolyn.
Yes, that's
and
what.
One of the inmates asked me yesterday. He said, "Albert, I want to read that book that you wrote about your wife." How did he know about it? But I took him one today.
Oh, good. Yeah. It is a good book. It's called A Splash of Red. If you guys haven't read it, it's a good read.
The librarian had me to bring it to put it in the library.
Oh yeah, that's another thing. Good thing Carolyn.
I said, "It's just a paperback book."
Mm-hmm.
She said, "I want all the work of local authors."
Oh, I like that.
So,
I like that. That's a good thing. And it is a good read. It is. It is. If you've ever seen, God, what is that movie about?
The Notebook.
The Notebook. The Notebook is totally. Every time I see that movie, I think of you and Nanny because that movie is so much like y'all. It's insane because she got that disease, you know. So it was just so
Matt
weird
Brown
watching
called
that.
me one night and wanted me to come up to his house. He said, "Albert, can you come up here?" I said, "No, I can't come up there." He said, "I'm watching a movie and it's about you and Carol."
God, I know, that's what I was thinking.
And he said, "The name of it is The Notebook." I ran into a book in Dayton, Tennessee for 50 cents named The Notebook. I bought it. I brought it home and laid it around for 6 months. Finally, I picked it up one day to read it. And I enjoyed reading until I got to a hot sex scene. I closed the book. And never did read anymore. I had to close that book, buddy.
That's funnier than the jokes.
I didn't see that one coming.
Yeah, for real. Well, that's part of it, Papa.
Books are more explicit than movies.
Oh yeah.
Yes, they are. They can get away with it. They can get away with it easier.
But it caught me off guard. It knocked me out of the saddle, boy.
Well, you just need to watch. Have you seen the movie?
No, Mac Brown died.
I know. I'm going to have to rent that movie for you or something, because it's going to blow your mind how much that it's going to remind you of you and Nanny. It's crazy.
Hey, let me tell
crazy.
you, I get a review of her every night.
Yeah.
I can dream about her.
True.
Have memories.
Yeah.
I don't know where these other women come from.
It'd take a whole other show to talk about that, I'm sure.
Whole other chapter.
It's true. Boy, you come on a good day, John.
Yeah, it's fun.
Well, I see our producer over there. He's ready for us. You ended on some really good jokes, but the last one was not a joke, but it was funnier than any of the jokes. John, thank you for coming on the show.
Thanks for having me on.
And thanks for being a sponsor. We'll go ahead and thank you for that. And like I said, folks, anybody running for office, though you are, there is an open invitation to come on the show. So I think I've said it 3 or 4 times in just this episode.
I think we've
I think
made
I've covered
it
it
amply clear where you stand.
Okay, thank you. So that is it for this edition of the Albert and Billy Show. Tune in next week for another all-new episode of the Albert and Billy Show. Until then, we'll see you folks later. Have a great week.
See you later, folks.
Hey folks, Albert and Billy here. You're watching us on Channel 18, BTC Fiber. Check us out on BTC Fiber YouTube channel. Be sure to subscribe and like. And check out our Facebook page. Be sure to like and share. Thanks everybody for watching.